Courtney. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a big list of difficulties, concerns, questions that you guys have been having on your carnivore journey, and I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions, not my medical advice. This is just things that I've learned along the way, and always self-experiment for yourself and talk to your doctor. I am going to rapid fire style these so we can get through as many as possible. We still might need to do a part 2, but first one up, because I got this like 20 times, is weight loss. It can be tricky. It's not as easy as it seems. You don't just eat less and then all of a sudden you wake up and you're thin. There's so many things, so many different pieces of the puzzle that go into this. So a few things that I would look at if you're struggling with losing weight while on a carnivore diet, I would suggest you track your macros. And even just for a day or two, or maybe just track what you have been doing. Get an assessment of what you have been doing. Make sure you're eating enough. I find a lot of people are under eating, and then make sure you're not eating too much. And sometimes, like for me, having dairy can mess with my hunger cues. So having dairy makes it hard for me to lose weight because it's also addicting. So I want more and it just triggers my hunger as well. So pay attention to that. How is your sleep? How are your stress levels? And how are your clothes fitting? You know, you can be gaining muscle and losing fat and you won't necessarily see that reflect on the scale. So I would definitely take measurements and also give it some time and be patient. Depending on how you ate before you came to carnivore, your body might need to be doing a lot of healing. And there's just so many things that go into it. So just give it some time. Try to be calm. Try to not be stressed. Get your sleep, get your morning sunlight, and just eat fatty meats. Macros. Okay, so everybody's going to be a little bit different, but I would suggest starting out, whatever your goal weight is or your maintenance weight that you want to be at, take that. So for me, for example, is 130. So I'm going to aim for 130 grams of fat and 130 grams of protein. I think it's a great starting point, and then you can tweak as needed. Some people feel better on a high-fat carnivore diet, which typically means you're gonna have around 90 grams of protein and double the fat, so 180. And some people do really well with higher protein and a little bit less fat. I would just make sure you're not having too low of fat. When you're eating this way, when you're keto, you're a carnivore, you're using fat for fuel. So if you are eating a ton of protein and very little fat, you will probably not feel your best. Cravings. Okay, you just need to go cold turkey, please. Please just be done with it. If you want to be done with it. I mean, if you're struggling with these cravings, you just need to get it out of your system. It might take a week, 2 weeks, but once you get it out, it'll be so much easier. Be sure to check your labels. If you're having electrolytes like Element, they have a lot of flavors that have stevia in them. I drink the raw unflavored because any sort of sweetness is going to kick off sugar cravings for me. So pay attention to that. Now, in the moment, if you're new to this, you're gonna have those issues in the beginning. You're gonna have cravings. So what you can do is take a bite of butter. You can have a pinch of salt and put it on your tongue. I also like to have bubbly waters, that kind of like when I'm feeling, if I'm feeling snacky, like my mouth wants something, I know I'm not actually hungry, I will have a bubbly water. It kind of like makes things alive in my mouth. Or go distract yourself. Go for a walk, do something with your hands, crochet, knit, do a craft. Find a different way to get that dopamine hit, because that's essentially what it is. When you're getting that sugar, you're getting like your drug fix essentially, and it's gonna make you happy. So find other ways to distract yourself from eating that chocolate. Go do something else to make yourself happy. Or here's a really uncomfortable one. You can just sit there and feel the feelings. That stresses me out just thinking about it. Like if I was really craving something right now and I just sat here and didn't do anything about it but felt all the feelings, like that's hard, but that's another option for you too. Somebody said they're struggling with binging at night, so I feel like that's kind of linked to the cravings as well. So you could do those things if you find yourself wanting to binge at night, but also make sure you're eating enough during the day. If you're eating a big fat, fatty ribeye and you're getting all the nutrients you need and you're satiated, then you shouldn't be hungry at night. Again, I would maybe track what you have been doing, what you have been eating, and make sure you're getting enough food. Most people need like a minimum of a pound of meat a day. I probably have anywhere between 1 and 1.5 pounds of meat per day. For those of you that go into an office and need meal ideas, well, first, let me suggest, can you bring an air fryer into your office kitchen? Cooking things from fresh might be helpful. I hate rewarmed ground beef. Like, I don't really love lots of leftovers these days. Sometimes reheating burger patties taste fishy to me. So if that's not an option, then I would suggest just easy things you can bring that you don't even necessarily need to heat up. So egg salad, tuna salad, chicken salad. If you're using a mayo, find one that has avocado oil or coconut oil. So either like the Primal Kitchen brand or the Chosen, I think it's Chosen Foods brand. Just make sure you read the labels, because sometimes it says, oh, made with avocado oil, and you read the label, and in fact there's also like canola oil or vegetable oil mixed in with it. You can do salami and cheese. I love cold bacon, hard-boiled eggs. You could do meat sticks, pork rind cereal, carnivore snacks, and eat them plain, or use them as a chip and dip into some yummy dip. Or you could also make some sort of roast, so doing like an Instant Pot chuck roast or something where it's more of like a stew. Like, I feel like that usually reheats pretty well. All right, I'm gonna leave it at those 5 for this video. We will have to do like literally part 5 to get through all these, but I think short and sweet is where it's gonna be. So let me know if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, all the things, and I'll catch you next time.